Back to Family Investments. I am back. I am definitely back this time. First and foremost, let me adjust my mic here. First and foremost, I want to apologize for last night. I was meant to come back last night to speak about the same topic, but I was let me check whether my mic's working. Give me a second. I might be on the wrong mic. I might be on the wrong mic. Give me a second because I happened to me before and I don't want to speak for 20 minutes and find out that my mic is wrong. Give me a second. Mic setup. General audio. Yes, I'm on the right mic. Okay. Let me restart. I was meant to come yesterday to speak about the same topic about stop all investments. Let's reiterate, let's chill out. But then I had a stomach bug yesterday and it was really, really bad. I was in bed for 18 to 19 hours. I've never slept that long and I had not a single drop of food and I survived. It's just a seasonal bug going on. I think it's always been passed from the kids and everything. So I am back. Energy level not that high yet, but I feel that it's a good time to speak about the I was meant to speak about this topic yesterday. I was really meant to talk about stop all investments, and then coming into Monday, it looks really, really bad, both from the cryptos and the stocks point of view. And I feel a sense of confusement. I sense folks are trying to find the answer. I think the real answer is, when is this dip going to end? When is this nightmare going to be over? I mean, am I surprised that this is happening? I'm not really surprised, but perhaps I did not react as fast as well as investor to take all my money out, try to time the market. I'm not good at that because I don't think I am ever good at timing the market. But all I just want to say when I talk about this stop all investment, I think the market, like I said previously, like one thing I've said is the market's fatigue. It's coming towards the end of the year. Institutional investors want to take some profit. People just want to watch and learn what's happening next year in 2022. They want to see the forecast. Is the logistics right? Is the shortage of materials? Is this return from travel coming back, industrials? So that's one confusion. Two, with the cryptos, is folks are taking profit because it's been a great year for 2021, and folks have made lots of money taking back profits because it's going way too high as well. And remember, and cryptos is mainly driven by retail and whales investors with really lots of money, not institutional yet. So things are starting to shift about. So I think it's a good time to speak about this at this time of the year. But I think I've spoken previously, and I don't assume that you've watched all my videos. I just want to let's chill. Let's take a sit back and don't react so accordingly. Because unless we react accordingly, then we might burn our fingers. So today I want to jump straight into the presentation, because I know some of you might be watching on record. I just want to make sure that your time is worthwhile, and hopefully I'll catch you all on your Q&A right at the end. Hopefully I can catch as much as I can. I'll try my very best. Yeah, but I've got a presentation which I put around just to hopefully steer everyone to what I think is happening just now, what we think we should do. At least we've got an answer. So today's agenda is really, I think, 4 good reasons to stop, rethink what we should do. 4 reasons why we should just react so accordingly, because we might get our fingers burned. I've seen this before in the past. It's really affecting us emotionally. I think I'm feeling it too. Oh man, should I do this? Should I risk transfer? Should I jump about? I think it's affecting us. And the next thing is all about data. I mean, it's not super complex, but I just want to show you a couple of data which show us that it's not that bad. This sell-off is not that bad yet, until we see a change in a very one specific data. And then my strategies going forward about stocks and crypto, mostly, which I'm going to talk about. If you know me well, it's going to be about risk transfer. Okay, the things that we can do, things we cannot do. But one thing that we can do to mitigate risk is really risk transfer. If you go, all of you been following me closely. If you're not following me, let me re-explain it. Risk transfer is basically selling off one bad stock or one bad crypto and moving on to one quality one with the equivalent amount of risk reward, which maybe I'll go into detail when I show you the chart. And then Q&A at the end. Okay, so these are the 4 parts I really want to speak about. Hopefully I can cover in the next 60 minutes, at least this presentation, 30 minutes, and then 30 minutes of Q&A, just to keep everyone on the feet. Okay, so I think it's nice to always start with the fear and greed factor. So I'll start with the crypto. There's a crypto fear and greed factor, and there's a stocks fear and greed factor. Yeah. For the crypto one, it's around about 28. It's normal. I think last week was about 24, 20. So I'm surprised it's 28. And Bitcoin's about 48. I think this tracks Bitcoin quite heavily, but for me, I think it should be lower because Ethereum actually broke the 3,800 mark. So I think this fear and greed factor should be lower because when Ethereum breaks, Ethereum is pretty defensive. When they break, that means existing holders are actually selling Ethereum, which is a big deal. Remember, Ethereum's are exposed to be hitting 9,000 by the end of the year, but that's not happening. It's going the reversal way. So the fear and greed factor, I think this is wrong. I think it should be lower than 24. So that's what I think. So I think for crypto, it should be a bigger fear than where we are just now. I think it should be the biggest fear as of the entire month of November and December. And next, the fear and greed factor for stocks, it's not there. It's so fearful to a point that it's not even on the chart. I've refreshed it so many times on CNN. And there's no fear and greed. It's gone. Nobody wants to think about it. It's gone. So I don't know where we are fear and greed, but I suppose I'll speak about a few data. Okay, let's start with the first agenda. The 4 reasons why we should react accordingly. I think we just need to stop, rethink, chill, and act later. We don't necessarily act now because it's coming towards Christmas. And last thing you want to do is being stressed out of your brains because at the end of the day, we're here to manage our own portfolio. We're retail investors. We are here to risk manage for growth wealth in the longer term. Okay, first one is emotionally wrong decision. This happens to the best of us. Like things like buying the wrong debt. You don't want to be buying the debt and then buy the wrong debt because you think that a stock could potentially go so low, but you bought it at the wrong time where it could go even lower, like catching the falling knife. Or you could be selling. You could be selling the wrong stocks or crypto. You could be selling your Teslas for all the wrong reasons. You could be selling your Ethereum for all the wrong reasons. I don't want people to do that. I want people to make sure that we sell the right stuff. Don't sell the wrong stuff. Taking profits, fine. If you want to take profit, Ethereum, Tesla, Nvidia, it's fine. But you don't want to be selling the wrong stuff. Okay. And last, the third one on the risk is not risk transferring. Some of us might think that, we've lost 40% of a specific stock or 40% of a specific crypto. And you thought, let's not do anything. And then you miss an opportunity, which I hope to speak more on this segment in a bit more. Let me adjust my light. In my new home. Okay, so this emotionally wrong decision. So sometimes we need to stop, rethink, chill, and act later. Okay. The second one is reason number 2 is if you keep buying the dip, you could catch the falling knife because I think the dip might sound appetizing just now, but the thing is, I cannot see how long this lasts for. A few months back, I would say this will last a week. This will last 5 days. This comes to a point where I think as a human being coming towards Christmas and then going towards a Lunar New Year, which is in 1st of February, for the Far East market, folks in Asia, Singapore, Malaysia, they're all looking to the Lunar New Year. So people will be taking money, stashing it up, and not hoping not to use them. Same as Christmas. So people want to take profit to buy Christmas presents, go visit families, give away money. So these are the 2 very, very sensitive months where people want to keep money. So that's why I'm saying that I'm not saying that it's going to last a week or 2 or 3. I don't know. It might last up to 3 months. That's all. For all I know, as a normal, natural human being, think about it. Me and you, when's the best time to take profit or take money back? It's this time of the year. Secondly, institutional investor is recalibrating. Yeah. So risk managers or institutional investors, they're all risk managers, they're all yield hunters. They're not there to find the next 10x, they're there to find that 100% or 50% growth for that year. So they come to year and I don't care what stocks, I want to sell, take profit. So they're not in a hurry to come back in. So let's chill back. And again, I've said this many times before, there's no real data of saying it, but maybe 1 or 2 data which I show later. There's still a lot of silent cash. End of the day, since COVID, the economy has been pretty booming quite well. The ones that lost is like, the airlines, the cruise, the oil companies, they're all making huge losses. Who is making gains? All the institutional investors have been making gains by rotating. And now with the sell-off, who is the one that's losing? It's actually the retail investors. All of us like holding, think, this will be the next 5x, 10x. We're the ones that's losing, that's holding just now. But it's only a real loser if you hold it too long. So still a lot selling cash. When is it going to come in? I don't know. I'm calling about 3 months, 2 weeks for now. Worst case for now. Things might change tomorrow, but that's what I see for now because we're coming towards Christmas. And the third reason is to buy only if cash is king. If you've got enough cash, you'll be one of those investors who've been so patient. I know a few folks been so patient. They think that, wait a minute, I'm not buying in November, I'm not buying in October, but now comes December, it looks a bit nice. So cash is king. If you've got 3 bullet shots, meaning you got three shots to buy particular stocks on the dip, fine. It's a good time to buy because it might dip and dip lower and dip even lower. Again, second one is non-leverage. If you're, especially for crypto people, crypto, it's easy to take a loan out. It's easy to borrow money in crypto, collateralizing your stock or your Ethereum or your Luna or whatever you're holding. So non-leverage, if you're non-leverage, you're not borrowing money, it's okay. You can invest with the money that you have. But if you're borrowing money, don't do that because we don't know how low we're going to go. And then buy only if if this is the dip you're waiting for. You're Warren Buffett, you've been super patient. And again, I know a few folks who are super patient investors. They don't buy until their own buy trigger. So if you are those, again, time it well. You've done it well. First dip, second dip, third dip. Okay, and only buy quality cryptos and stocks. I always reiterate, I've seen many dips in my lifetime. And not a long lifetime. I'm not talking about 20 years, decade. I'm talking about at least 10 years. And the ones that comes out really strong, even slow and steady, are the quality stocks, quality cryptos. Yeah, the ones that come. Times like this, if it lasts for 3 months, and there'll be loads of losers, there'll be loads of the ones that really gets pushed out the way. But the ones that really stands the test of time is the one. So if you think of buying, buy only good quality ones. And next one is sell only. This is important. Yeah, I find this really important. Sell only if you're taking profit or just hold, or most importantly, sell only if you find a risk transfer to another high reward. Okay, I'll give you a quick example, which I'll speak on later. I did buy a few cryptos. It's dropped 50%. Yeah, like RMDR. I said it was going to be the next NVIDIA. It's lost 50%. I don't know where the foothold is. Even Mover, MOVR, I've lost 50%. And what was the other one? I've lost. There was another one I lost 50%. Kind of minor. KDA, I've lost 50% as well. So those are those ones I lost 50%. I was saying that it's great. I've lost 50%. It comes to a point where how long can I go lower? So I had to risk transfer. So I risk transfer. I took 3 of this lost profit. I'll move them all to Ethereum. That's what I've done. I'll tell you openly, transparently. I'm not saying that I picked up the winners. I think they're good quality, but wrong price timing. I took that. I moved to Ethereum to 3,800 today. Today I've done it. 3,800 moved to Ethereum. But I think Ethereum's got a better upside, a more secure upside than this one. This one's can go lower, but Ethereum's might be a bit more defense. So I've done my own risk transfer as well. So I thought I came into the show today to share my transparency. But I'll share a lot more later on. Okay, I'll share a lot more later on. So now onto the segment which I said data. I will really want to speak about data, but let me take a drink of water first, and before I start the next segment. So the next segment is really looking at the data. How long will this last for? Where are we? Is it a big deal? Okay, so if you look at the S&P 500 here, look at the S&P 500 chart. Yeah, let me just extend it. I don't know if you can see. Look at S&P 500 may have the dip, but it's still up there. They're still up there, almost near the all-time high. It's not too far off. I'm not saying, oh, this dip is so bad. But you've seen the likes of the Fiverr, the likes of, AMD falling to 135. It looks like a big problem. Coinbase dropped to 250 from 350. It looks, oh my God, things are happening. But things are rotating. In fact, things are rotating. The stocks are rotating into industrials, into recovery. And it comes to a point where I don't really think even that I know the COVID and Omicron variant is a concern, but it could be. But I think institutional investors are not playing on that risk. They're taking risk off. They're trying to go risk on the ones that's more viable for a better term growth. So S&P 500, no change. Okay, look at that. No change. It could dip. It bounced back up really, really quickly. No change. It's touched that last line up there and it bounced back up. Will it come back down again? I don't know. Will it break higher? I don't know. But it's hovering high just now. Okay. And if you look at I think I put the wrong chart. I should have brought the other chart. Okay. So let's go to the VIX. Okay, now the VIX it's low as well. Okay, it's the last time when it spiked high with the high brush there. It's about 35, but no, the VIX is too low. The VIX is still trying to settle down to 15. We're trying to go back to the proper normalized run where it's below 15. So I don't see any panic on the VIX because stocks are rotating. With tax to industrial, they're all rotating as you see just now. The next proof I want to show is Nasdaq. Look, Nasdaq might have gone dip. It's falling down. It's coming close to the 15, and things are rotating around. So there's still no panic, but this might go sideways for a few months. Like I said, 3-12 months. I'm not sure. That's what my worst case call. But one thing that I just want to show that it's not a real panic. Let me just see. Which is not a real panic here is really this data here is the gold. Yeah. The only time when we see gold panic shooting up, I've seen this many times, regardless if it's North Korea trying to launch a missile, or if China and US trying to have a threat on a war or a trade war, gold will go up. The last time gold went really, really high up is above 2000 during the very strained COVID period where gold keeps going up. And now golds have settled down, went up a bit in June during when the crypto crash or the stock market crash, but came back down. So the gold has hovered about between the 1900 and the 1700, and it's still there. So this crash with the crypto and the stocks is not really affecting because I'm watching this one closely. It's been a while since I watched a gold, and today is the only time I go, okay, Alex has to go back to the gold, and I see there's no panic there. There's no institution all panicking. There's no crypto institution all panicking going to gold or going to Bitcoin. Obviously not going to Bitcoin, but there's no one moving to gold, so there's no real panic because gold is still a sentiment of people trying to harbor their cash, their liquid into a really safe haven, and this is the place to go. Okay, gold has still got its functionality despite that gold has been around since the pyramid age in about 5,000 years ago. And people have been using gold for many years, many centuries. But here, no panic yet. So I'm not worried that we're gonna go even lower. But and again, we might go sideways for a period of time. Okay. And now that's my data. So now I'm gonna go to speak about a bit more about stocks. Okay. So Alex, what would you do? What do you think about stocks? I mean, if you've got cash to buy, this is a great opportunity for me. I'm looking at my top 5 stocks. Coinbase, it's on a buy trigger, 250. That it's already on the buy trigger way long before that. Nvidia, again, close to my buy trigger, 285, 290 is a great point to buy. Tesla hit my buy trigger as well. AMD hit my buy trigger. It's one of those periods all hit my buy trigger. I've not bought anything yet because personally, I moved lots of money to crypto. So I'm stuck with the crypto zone. I wish I got money to buy now. But if you guys have got money, want to top up, man, this is a perfect time to dollar cost average. Again, it might go even lower. I'm not saying this is the deal. I think Nvidia might even drop 265 for all we know. Okay, because it's an easy point to take profit. Yeah, Tesla is an easy point to take profit. It might go 899. Again, you need to think about you as an institution. What is if you were there since day one? What would be an easy way to take profit? Coinbase, I think, is flawed. That has flawed. AMD, I think, sort of flawed. Maybe 129, maybe a lower end. But this is a great opportunity to buy if you're one of those still having cash, looking dollar cost average. This is a great opportunity. I even look at the likes of other stocks that I don't own, which I always liked. Yeah, the CrowdStrike, Unity, the Twilio, the Fiverr, the Uber, the Neo, the Lemonade. I just went to my list and thought, wow, lots of these stocks are on discount. But the thing is, this fear has really put a place on our shoulders saying, oh man, how long will this go for? I mean, if you can buy this and sustain it for another 12 weeks thinking it's going to go on a flat sideline, then fine. But if you're really shaking inside saying this is really going, really worrying, then maybe you don't have to do anything. Just sit back and just watch until you get better news and buy on momentum. Yeah, you don't necessarily have to go in. Okay, even for the cryptos, I'm looking. Ethereum has broke the 3,800. Polkadot looks great, 26. Terra Luna 55. I think it's dropped even lower as I'm speaking to you to 52. I've seen a notification on my mobile phone here. CRO has dropped. I think crypto has got a longer way drop. So if you are trying to decide whether to buy stocks or crypto first, I think the stocks is a better entry compared to crypto. Crypto could still go down lower. That's my point of view. Okay. So the question is, I said, it could be 12 weeks, 3 months, it could be 6 months, it could be 1 month. How long can this go? I think this chart, I just want to remind everybody, remember during the COVID, we had a period where it dipped round about end of February, but we never really recovered until September. So we're talking about a good 7 to 6 months. That's where I brought this chart. It could last for 7 to 6 months. I've seen it before when it crashed. I think back in 2016, 17, it dipped during the Christmas period. It came back out. February, it crashed again. Corrected again. It went lower. So it lasted about up to April, between November to April before it recovered. So it could last as long as that. We don't know. It could last a whole quarter until we get really good quarterly earnings. You might see stocks coming out saying, oh, we are expecting so many percentage growth around the January, February period, and that's where it could recover after that. But we don't know. So we just have to sit tight. I'm not expecting this rebound recovery as we stand just now. Even for the crypto, I just have to remind folks back in spring, summer, same this year, when it hit all-time high in April, it took around about up to November period before we went to see the all-time high again, the October period, and now it's coming back down. So this is the Bitcoin futures. So I'm saying that don't expect this quick rebound. Don't go and quickly buy in and think that it's going to rebound. If you're going to buy, you accept the fact that it's going to go a bit stretched out before it goes back up. So just hang in there. This is the period where a lot of new investors that came in will be shaken out. A lot of folks that have just joined in late to the game, they missed the gain in 2021, they missed the gain in 2020, decide to join just after October, November, December. Those are the folks that will be shaken out. Unfortunately, I hope they stay. Those are the folks will be shaken out and then, throw the gauntlet and never come back again. it's a natural way of happening. I cannot control these things, but if you guys are following me, I've seen this ups and down, and I've been down 30% before. I can have been down 50% before on a very short-term burst, but then when it recovers, it does recover. And if you invest in quality, then you'll be fine. Okay, so I just want to give guys assurance. I cannot give you any data for forecasting the future, but the only data I can give you just now is the gold isn't doing that bad. So we're not going to a point where we could see a huge COVID crash all the way down, but I'm just focusing on the recovery. Recovery run sometimes could take a good 6 months. That's all I can say. Sometimes 3 months, sometimes 6 months. That's recovery growth. So I just want folks to be patient, even for the crypto recovery going to take. So in fact, if I look back in my investment journey, the last 10 years, a 6 months recovery, it's an actual really, really good recovery. I've seen folks who joined the game back in 2007, 2008, 2009. That recovery was almost 2 years. 2 years to recover back to where you are. And only the good quality stocks recovered. Some of the stocks, like the banks, the hotels, and all, never recovered. They were still hovering below 2007. So we just have to make sure it's quality over greed, like quantity type stocks. Okay. So really, what's next? Yeah, what's next? You should be thinking. I mean, read it just at the start of this whole this turbulence here. So again, for me personally, I'm holding my top 5 stocks. I've planned it long time ago that I'm holding this because I bought massively way before the COVID, and I bought more during COVID. I consolidated in COVID. So for me, I'm holding. If I can afford to buy, I'll rebuy. But at the moment, I'm stuck in crypto, so I cannot do the transfer yet. But I will do eventually if they still stay in this zone where they are just now. And next, for those this is a chart that's important, okay? This is a chart that's really important, a risk transfer. I think this is a very, very, let me just see. Okay, this is a very, very important chart. I think for those to help the guys, give you guys value, this is a chart where you think, Alex, some of my stocks, some of my less quality or my high multiple growth stocks, I had huge loss. I've lost 20%, I've lost 30%, and some might have even lost 50%. And what do I do? So for me, a risk transfer is where you take a loss. You take a loss and sell. Let's say you've got a stock that's 40% loss. Okay, you're down 40%, and you know they're not going to recover because you took so much high risk. You made a mistake. Admit it. I've done the same. 40% loss, it's okay. You take the 40% loss, immediately sell it off, take the cash, and buy something else which got potential 40% upside. Okay, so on the chart, as you can see here, the 40% upside could be Fiverr, could be Pins, could be Tesla, could be Coin, could be SEA. So this is my speculation of potential uprise by the end of 2022, by the start of 2023. Good quality stocks will prevail. So Fiverr, I think there's still room to go up to 150, 160, but be patient. It's a great zone to buy. Pinterest, they look damaged, but still, we still need this visualized social media type stocks that's going to come out. CrowdStrike at the same time at 190 is such a bargain for me. It might have gone 200 just now, but I still think it's a good place to buy in. Tesla, I've shouted 950 because Tesla will be $1,500 stock at the end of the year because of the forecast delivery. Simple. Tesla stock is the easiest to forecast because based on deliveries. Overvalued, come on, there's nothing better than Tesla in terms of cars, EV out there. Coin, sometimes I've got doubts about Coin, but still Coin is the only one that's on the Nasdaq that could compete with any other crypto. They could be the only institution crypto broker. But now I think there's a new player up in the game called Crypto.com. But that's a whole different story for a different day. But I still think that Coin is a good 60% upside, and I still think that Coin could still break the 400 and before 2025. SEA, I think it's still my winner. I don't know what it is. I think I took that on the Sunday, and 237. It's really cheap. SEA e-commerce stocks are not the flavor of the month, but this at the time to buy. So if you've got any stocks that's on the beaten track, these are the risk transfer, which I personally will share if you're my brother, my sister. Again, I'm not a financial advisor, but if I would share with people I care for, and this is my transparent chart. Yeah. Okay. And next, cryptos. We've got cryptos as well. Okay, cryptos risk transfer. It comes to a time where it comes up to volatility time like this. Risk transfer quality ones. Yeah, Ethereum will be my always first bet. I actually move all to Ethereum. I've sat there for hours thinking, where am I going to move my losers like MOVR? I know they'll still go back up, but I cannot tolerate seeing them going even lower. I don't want to see my capital. I've lost 50%. I still got 50% capital left, guys. Okay, if you lose something that's 50%, don't keep looking at the top 50% you've lost. Look at what you have still got left. It still could go down further. I don't want it, so I moved it away. KDA as well. Maybe at the time when I made the 30%, I didn't take profit. Now it's down to 50%. I should take a profit. RNDR, I still like it, but maybe I made a mistake by valuating too high. Lost 50% on the mark. So what I do, I move it to Ethereum. Okay, I can sleep better if I move it to Ethereum. That's what I've done. Ethereum, where's where I go? I think Ethereum still got a long way to run. Loads of stuff that's going on in the background. There's a reason why they are worth about $400 billion compared to all the other cryptos, which is still under $100 billion. Yeah. Luna, great. It's a 55, great bargain. It still could go lower. It still go 45, I think. 40, not 40, 45. Okay, 45, I think is the lowest it could go. I think it'd be a freak crash. 55, I think it's already too low, but it still would go up to 100. CRO at 50 cents, it could go to 45 cents. I still think by the end of 2022, it'll still be at 150. Okay, there's many reasons I can speak about crypto CRO going to 150. Polkadot is really cheap at 27. It's ridiculously cheap. It still go down to 23, but I think it could end the year at 2022. My forecast is really at $50. It could be higher. This is my very pessimistic forecast. I think these guys will still go higher. Okay, so if you're institutional investors, you'll be choosing these quality cryptos to be in your portfolio. Okay, so this is the chart. I hope you guys take a screenshot there. And this is my other screenshot that you should take. Maybe just written on a notepad. And I really hope that helps. Okay, so me talking 25 minutes just now. So no matter what happens, I've shown this chart again and again. No matter what happens, so let's keep investing. Why? Because investing will yield better than your current bank account rates. And if you invest hard, you save even harder. I think if you guys have followed my journey, I experience it myself. The more I invest, is the faster I save. Okay, if I never invested, I never saved this much amount of money. Okay, and money printing is still ongoing, regardless of high interest rates or tapering, but still ongoing. Whatever happens with another crash, money will still be printed. If there's a financial crash in 2028, 29, 2030, I don't know. Still, what going to do? What's the government going to do? Money print. They're going to dilute cash in the market. Your salary, is it growing? I don't think so. We hear about news about people's salary growing every day. I don't see my salary growing. Tell me. If you have got your salary increased, please tell me, okay? Maybe I'm in a wrong job. Even YouTube is taking money away from me. So, why is what did I write there? Why is your outgoing growing? Yes, what I'm saying is outgoing. So now with the opening trade economy, our expenditure is going through the roof. I think I've saved more money 6 months ago, but now going back to work, expenditure is going through. It's not stopping. Why you need crypto? Crypto is a great place to invest, and also inflation is your enemy. So this is my 5 final words that I always share, and I always stick to them, and hopefully it resonates with every one of you. Okay, so really I hope you enjoy it. That's my session. I'll go to Q&A now, and this is my greens. Green, it's not a green set, it's my real house. I can play my piano over there. yes. So I just want to say hello to everyone again. Anita, yes, that's right. I just want to reiterate, if you guys came on, I said it on Twitter, and I've said it, I was knocked out yesterday. It was meant to be done for yesterday, but I thought I'll do it today as well. So I think I resonate. Nothing has changed from what I thought yesterday and today. I think we just need to stop, chill, and revisit where we are. Don't panic buy, don't panic sell, but also don't be afraid to risk transfer, okay, if you need to. Hi, Shashin. Whoops, did I do some DCA before seeing the title? Hey, it's okay. If you're DCAing because you are focused on what you need to know, what you want to buy, you're focused, you've got a strategy that you're dollar cost averaging what you buy. So there's nothing wrong going dollar cost averaging. But as long as you know that if it lasts over another 12 weeks, are you okay with that? Then fine. Then dollar cost average is fine. You know, I'm so tempted to get Tesla again. 934. I saw it at 34. And I was going, oh man. Maybe that's what I should buy instead of Ethereum. Hey, people make and choose. And Marzena, yes, I'm feeling a lot better. There loads of water. Didn't eat yesterday. Maybe I lost a pound. I put it back on again. I'm sure I'll put it back on tomorrow. And that's where we go. Yep, thank you very much. Thank you very much for being on the show. And Captain Chainshaw, how are you doing? XRP is about at 80 cents. I don't know. Are you buying, Captain Chainshaw? I'm still trying to find where I can buy XRP. I don't think I can buy any of my broker. There's something that somebody asked me. I never thought about where can I buy XRP. But yeah, it's something that maybe we should speak about more in future. How are you feeling, Austin? I'm feeling a lot better. Not 100%, but I feel a lot better. I wish I could go out for a walk, but it's way too cold out there. Daipesh, how are you doing, my friend? No problem. Nice to see you. Evening. And Shakira, mic is good. Thank you very much. And BMM365, yes, this is my new house. It only cost me $120 on a Black Friday sale, which is called a green screen. Yes, yeah, I've been held on to Akobati for too long. I think I need risk transfer. Yeah, if you think that you need the risk transfer, everybody's risk appetite is different. I think it comes to this point where you see the sell off really, really strong. It helps you make a decision saying, I cannot sleep on that stock. I need to move out. Even with Coinbase, for me, I've not sold a single Coinbase since the dip. 350 all the way to 250. Did I even flinch? Not a movement. Look at Dark Trace, it dropped all the way. Did I even flinch? I didn't even flinch. So those are the stocks I can sleep. Look at the likes of RNTR or KDA, all these cryptos where I thought that was great. Like 2 weeks ago, I thought, oh, those were a bargain buy. Now seeing them fall, I just get that feeling in my stomach. I said, nah, man, that's not for me. And I move it all to Ethereum in a second. So I think this is the feeling that you all need to guesstimate, saying, if at this time of the year you feel like, oh man, why did I buy this? So that means there's a genuine reason why you shouldn't be holding that stock. Okay, not a problem, not a problem. No problem. I'm always here. I've got a lot of videos that I've written on my list. Yeah, I had so much to do over the weekend. I'm really, really behind. Sometimes I need to apologize to you guys as a community content creator. I'm not up to speed on what I need to deliver. Sometimes, I do feel bad. So I hope I can really, really turn it around, guys. I really turn it around. Thank you, guys. Adrian, nice to see you. Pushpa, nice to see you. And I think Mujib has got a good question here about, Alex, what's your view on Spartacus DAO? It's nearly down 50%. Risk transfer better. Mujib, I have made also 50% loss on that. And I moved mine to time. I don't know whether it's a good worthwhile transfer because time is still high risk. I moved over to time, but I want to keep it as DAO. And so what I've done is I move it over for those that don't know what I'm speaking about. Spartacus and time is DAO. So basically they pay you really high returns if you keep them longer. But the thing is, they keep the payment high. They pay you as high as 10 to 12% every 5 days. I repeat, 10 to 12% every 5 days. So if you put like 10,000, for example, 5 days later you get $12,000. Simple as that, yeah. But the problem with this, Spartacus and time, they've dropped 50%. They've dropped 50%, so you have to hold even longer to make back your profit. So for me, is I don't want to hold Spartacus because I don't think they know what they're doing. At high risk time like this, there's a reason why they lose 50%. People are leaving. They don't know what to do with the treasury. So I move over to time. So I left in the hands of Daniel, who's the owner of time and the leader of Frog Nation. And for me, I've lost 50%. I moved over time, but the only way to make it back is to hold it for 35 days. At this point, if I hold it for 35 days, which I held it about 10 days ago, so I got 25 days left to go. No, I moved about 2 weeks ago, so I've got about 20 days to go. So until Christmas, the New Year, I will make my money back, Mujib. So it's up to you. If you want to try, I've transferred time. I can sleep better. If I was holding Spartacus today, I wouldn't be able to sleep. Simple as that. So I moved over the time. I can sleep a whole lot better. But then give it time. Give it 35 to 60 days. You make your money back. That's I hope I'm right on that. That it will come back again and not go even lower. Okay. Ramo, how are you doing? Not a problem. What's your thoughts on Uber? It hits 52. Yeah, I think I showed the chart. Uber, I think it's at 35, 37. I thought it's a good entry to buy on Uber with the opening complete trade opening economy. I think it's a good buy at that point. 35, 37. It's a good point to buy for Uber. I think but then you have to hold for at least 3 to 6 months because they're going to go through lots of volatility, lots of hammering, and they're going to go through another Q1 where they don't promise what they're going to return. They're going to dip even lower to 30. But then after, when things pick up, I think Uber is quite a great revenue generator. After, like Airbnb has proven, when everything's open up, hotels coming back in, they've shown that they've bounced back up really, really quick in 1 quarter when things were opening up. 3 months, it's only what they need to bounce back up. Hopefully the same can go for Uber as well. That's why I favor Uber and Airbnb for a quick rebound when economy turns around. Because end of the day, it's high profit margin. They don't own cars, they don't own hotels, they don't own anything, and they make things digitally. On fees payment is a game changer for everybody. That's why the likes Facebook, Uber, ABB always do well on fees. That's how cryptos makes money as well. It's all based on the fees. The likes of like Luna, the likes of Ethereum, how do they make their money? It's all based on fees. So the same concept with Airbnb, same concept as Uber. They make returns on digital fees. Okay. Captain Shane, sure. How are you doing, my friend? With respect to XRP, have you looked into Shane Ellis? No, I have not looked at Shane Ellis's theory. You should come. Money printing has come to the end, by the way. But we're going back to sell money. Yes, we're going back to sell money. Yes, money printing will come to the end. tapering slowly. You'll come to the end. Yeah, I agree, and I think they might even bring it forward to April, March. That's what some consensus is saying. And then where are we going to go from there for crypto? There's a lot of fear going on in the background. But no, I've not looked at Shane Ellis. I'm writing it down. Ellis. I need to check it out. I need to be. It's one of these times where I just, as an investor, smart investor, needs to be open-minded, listen to other people's opinion, and see where we go. I think I'll take that. I'll look at that straight after this. Shane Ellis, if you've written it, I'm sure it's something important to listen about. Thank you, Captain Jane Shaw. Marzena, what do you think? Dark will recover? Yes. I was meant to do a segment on dark. I've even got my script here, but I never got around to do it because I was ill over the weekend. So dark, I think will recover, but again, it takes time. I think it'll take at least 2 earnings sessions before they explain how they go. And they've already reiterated they're buying back their stocks. I think they're spending about 5 million to buy back. It's not significant, but they're buying back the stocks off the market. They've dropped the FTSE 250, which has caused them to dip even lower as we see they are today. But they also reiterate that the first half of 2022's earnings already surpassing the expectation, and hopefully this will bring back the sentiment of investing the crypto into cybersecurity stocks. And look at CrowdStrikes are also dipping. So it's not just Dark that's dipping, it's CrowdStrike that's also dipping. It's just anything digitally, anything that's dealt with Zoom or work at home stock type are falling. So they're all in the same bracket, and hopefully they'll come back. They'll recover, but then it doesn't stop us retail investors. If you think that Dark is dipping too low, you're taking about 50% loss, then you can always go to my list, which I've shown you here. Risk transfer. There's nothing wrong with risk transferring. Okay, there's nothing wrong with risk transferring. There's nothing wrong with coming back later. There's nothing wrong with buying back Tesla. There's nothing wrong with buying coin. There's nothing wrong with SE. If you made so much loss, I mean, end of the day, like I said, end of the day again, don't be obliged to be loyal to a particular company, to a CEO. End of the day, loyal to your own family. We're all family maximalists. Yeah, we're not here to worship these stocks. We're here to make wealth, grow wealth. If you feel that Dark Trace is dropped and 12 months, 18 months is not a good time for recovery, you want to jump on something that's sooner, I see that the likes of Tesla, Coin, SEA could be a potential more upside. Even the likes of Fiverr could be low. But obviously, if you want to look through, this tree is the one that I think if you feel that 50% loss, from the all-time high, or some even folks have got 60% loss, risk transfer, come back another day, because again, it's FTSE 250 and we need a lot of momentum before we push. Now, for me, I'm still holding. There's no reason for me to move, because if I move, I have to move multiple accounts and all this stuff. It's too much management. I'll let it run. Okay, there are other stuff I can manage to make, small changes money, like option trading and also cryptos. I cannot deal with it, so I'll leave it to run. So if you feel that 60% loss is bad, you don't like, it's affecting your sleep, then risk transfer. That's so I can. As we are all retail, we're given the options, and I hope this is an option for everyone to go. But I think you recover. It could be 12 months, it could be 6 months, it could be 18 months. And if you look at longer term, then it should help you. Yep. Okay. Hi, Chris. Can I call Chris? Chris Arpan? Can I call Chris? What are your thoughts on ADA and Matic right now? Is it worth buying the dip? I think Matic is a good buy. Matic is at $2.186 is a great buy. Matic has got plenty of room, plenty of total value law, plenty of folks using. For example, me, if I want to mint NFT, I will use the Polygon Matic route. So much use case on Polygon Matic. If I was a developer trying to develop and I have very much credential asset class, I'll use Matic. And for ADA, I don't really speak much about ADA. I know I spoke about ADA in the beginning of my crypto investing career back in February, March. But sitting about 126, ADA is actually a potential good buy with the Sunday swap coming up in around March period. So ADA is actually a good buy. I even looked at the likes of Dogecoin. I shouldn't speak about this as a family investor, but they're all at the nice buy target. Yeah, I do not want to. As a price, if ADA was 175 today, I said no, forget about it. It's 130.26, and it's holding forward quite strongly, quite well. So ADA Matic is great buy, but then I would still, I mean, if I would stick to the textbook, these are the ones that I'll be looking at first. But everybody is different. Everybody's got different. So Matic, I think, is good buy 186. It still could drop to 167, 170. But just be patient buying, because I like the staking of 12% return. That's great about Matic. And ADA, I think their staking pool is around about 6 to 10%, just not as good as Matic, but 126 potentially. So it depends on your risk reward. I still have my preference on Ethereum, Luna, Crow, and Dot. But I'm not saying that ADA is not a great one. I think it's a good buy and trade, and Matic it's a good 12% staking, 12 to 15% staking. So I do like about that. Jonathan Lopez, how you doing? I've been following for a while. Yes, I know you, I know you, Jonathan. I know you've been here a while. Thank you very much. I have a massive comment on one of YouTube saying that you changed my life with stocks better. Oh, is that change my lifestyle back there? Thank you, right. I think it is in regards in flowing the crypto markets, do you feel after New Year crypto is gonna go shoot back up again, go sideways, or keep going down because of the bubble pop? So I think I've said earlier on, but I'll repeat again, it's not to worry. It's give me a second. Okay. Sorry, I've got a visitor at the door looking for 2 pieces of paper. Okay, sorry, where am I? Regards of crypto markets, do you feel after New Year crypto is going to shoot back up, go side? I crypto will recover, but like I said, I don't know whether it will really recover in the next 12 to 3 months. It could go sideways. I think it's going to go fall back down. It's going to go sideways for a significant period. The likes of Bitcoin may even drop, but I think Ethereum should be defensive, Luna should be defensive. But the one that's a lower end type cryptos, like the RND, the one I spoke about, RND, KDA, all the one that's on the hyper growth route, those will be still keep falling. For how long? I don't know, because it's hard to gauge intrinsic value for these guys. A lot of people have made like 10, 20, 30x, or some even 50x. And those are the easiest place to take profit. For example, KDA, some folks have already made like 10, 15x. Yeah. So to see them fall 50% is nothing. Some guys have made so much they could take even profit at this point of a fallen 50%. And there's not a problem with them. So you need to think of where your risk reward are. The likes of Ethereum now is 3.8. It could be easy for people to take profit, but it could drop to 3,500. But then that's how far it's going to fall. So all the big ones could fall, but not fall that far. But the smaller type cryptos will fall even further. So just be careful. That's why I risk transfer some of them. So I don't think it's a bubble pop. I think I think if it goes even lower, it gives a lot of institution even more reasons to buy back. And remember, all this pump has been done by retailer, and institution felt they've missed the track here. But remember, there's so much silent cash of institution investors, likes of BlackRock, all these fund managers like Katie Wood. They might thinking, oh my God, this might be a good time to buy in because all the people have just taken profit. Maybe it's a good entry point. So sometimes we have to think that way. So I hope that it was going to go sideways, allowing us to buy more, but I'm not surprised if people buy in more. But for me, I'm just going to play the card and assume my risk appetite that it's going to go sideways until we see a bit more certainty. But with money printing stopping, with interest rate rising, that might be an impact as well. So just bear with it. Make sure you risk transfer the good quality once. That's how I see it. Yeah. Ramu, yes, you like my green screen. Yeah. Many thanks, Marcello. How are you doing, Marcello Maxwell? Hi, Alex. Thanks for this great session today. No problem. Short question. Green Finance has a Banshee FTM deal with 98% daily yield. What are your thoughts on this offer? Could this be serious? You just asked the right question. Okay, let me have a drink before I answer that question. Yeah, okay, let me have a drink. Okay. As you all know, I'm always transparent. I cannot tell a lie. I can't even tell my kids any lie. I've actually watched this Banshee FTM deal today. I actually gone into the Banshee FTM deal. Okay, let me just show you a screen. Yeah, you just asked a very interesting topic. Let me just share the screen. Let me just go to Banshee screen. Give me a second. In Banshee Finance. Oh wait, Grim. I must go Grim. For those you must thinking, what is going on here? So basically, we've gotten for those on the FTM. For those on the FTM, mean Phantom token, yeah. Phantom token is a fork of Ethereum, and what's happened here is there's a new pool, there's a new farming site called Banshee that's came up. And what's happened is, every time a new protocol comes up, what they do is they offer really high yields. They offer lots of freebies. Like you walk into a new shop, they offer lots of freebies. And Banshee is offering something that's out of, it's too good to be true, I would say, And folks like me, I like to take a bit of risk, but it's not a risk that I like to share family investors. So family investors, it's not a risk I'm telling everybody go into, yeah. But I want to be as transparent as possible to say that I have gone in. Okay, I've gone in which one, I'll tell you now. So first of all, for those who don't know, and what Marcelo is saying is Banshee USD. So they're paying the likes of 97% daily, meaning that if you buy Banshee tokens with USD, they're paying you 97, they're paying 100% every single day. Okay, they're paying 90% every single day, paying you Banshee 60% every. So that means if you put $1,000 tomorrow, you'll be wake up $2,000. It's crazy, yeah. It's nothing too good to be true. Banshee 60%, they give you, you'll be waking up $160 tomorrow. That's how crazy is it too good to be true? So first and foremost, for me personally, I would not buy anything that's related to Banshee. Because what happens is whenever all these new tokens come out, they come really, really high price. And because they pay you so much, the tokenomics, they dip really, really fast. So they want you to hold as long as possible so that you make your money back over time. Okay. I can see that Banshee will start really high over the next few days, is fall. I've seen this with Raven. So for me personally, regardless of me understanding tokenomics, I will not get into the likes of Banshee. I will not get anything that's linked with Banshee. Okay. What have I got into? I've got into Ice Phantom. Okay. This is what I've already pulled. I've already pulled this on Popsicle, which I'm making about this is like 9 million APY, yeah, like 7%. This is crazy, 7% daily. The last one I was on was about 0.2%. So I already had the liquid pool with Ice and Phantom. So I took it away from Popsicles and I moved it into Banshee. And with 7%, I will expect this to hold maybe a week maximum, or maybe 2 to 3 days. I'll put in here for a couple of days, but I know Ice and Phantom will stay as what the market rate. So this is where I'm in. So anything with like big tokens or big coins like USD, FTM is fine. Ethereum, FTM, that's fine. MIM, if you hold MIM and you just want to put in there for a few days, fine. You can put in. But the ones that I don't recommend anybody going in is with the likes of your WMIMO. Don't do any of the DAOs in there, because end of the day, if there's a rug pull there, when I say rug pull, if Banshee decides to take everybody money and run, you don't want to be losing a Mimo. So go in with a flavor that, money that you can afford to lose. So I put in into Ice Phantom. I put it as a risk anyway. So I swapped it over from Popsicle to Ice Phantom. That's where I'm in. I don't mind if I've got MIM, I'll put it in here for 3% daily, meaning if you put $100 today, you're going to wake up 103. If you wake up the next day, you'll be 108. You wake up the next day, you'll be 112. If you can sustain that short term, don't expect this to be long term. You have to monitor this every day. It's one of those you have to wake up at 3 in the morning to check whether it's still there. So be careful. I know you're 98% yield. I don't trust this because I know the Banshee price will drop as time goes along. So be ultimately careful. Stick to the ones that you know and that that will stay above his radar. Okay, so this is on Banshee. I didn't want to speak too much about it because and it's not something that I really speak on Family Investor channel. But since you asked, I thought I'd just be transparent. I did go in, but I'm going to go in for a very, very short term burst, make the 7% for a few days, and then I'm going to leave and go back to Popsicle again. Simple as that. Okay. Hello, OOLJY. How you doing? How you doing? It looks like a background from Norway. Is it Norway? Maybe North Scotland. Anyway, I'm gonna say, yeah. Any thoughts on Tiger and ZEEP? I've not looked at Tiger or ZEEP for a while, so if you bear me, the thing with Tiger and ZEEP, let me just check before I speak. They've been on the dip. Yeah, it's not because they are on the dip because of the business reason. They have been on the dip because of them being a Chinese stock. Okay, they're big on the Chinese stock, and then they're on that radar of risk. So let's look back at the 1 year. It's not because of ZAP, and it's not because them being Tiger. It's just them being. Look at the same trend. Look, they are on the same trend at all. Even if you look to Tencent, all Tencent holdings, they're on the same trend. Look, I'll go back, I'll skip back one time. They're on the same trend. Tencent, Zap, Tiger, it's on the same trend of any Chinese stock. So it's not because of their business going down. And the thing is, how long will this last for? I really don't know how long this will last for. Normally, Chinese stocks, I would say after the 1st of February, after Chinese New Year, after the Lunar New Year, they might recover, but I really don't know. Because, reading through the news, the Chinese government don't mind. They want a fair distribution of company. They don't want to see one company going so big and so strong. So why is it affecting Tiger? Why is it affecting up? Because all the foreign investments are not coming in. So I don't recommend buying the dip, but at the same time, I really cannot guide when they're going to rebound because I think they're way too undervalued for up to be at $5 and for Zap to be at $5 because they are selling. Zap is selling more and more of their wearables. and revenue is still growing, and this shouldn't stop. And it's not one of those Huawei incident where Zap is being blocked in the Western countries. I mean, this is being used, folks. More and more people are buying this on Amazon. Why is it going down? It's going down because of the market itself. So hopefully things will see on the rebound. And if we see a rebound, maybe if you're in a dollar cost area, wait for the rebound to come back. But if you're really hurt already for a significant period, since I think it did up since 20, maybe a risk transfer now, I cannot advise, I cannot guide when it's going to rebound. It's one of those very difficult ones, especially like the likes of Alibaba. So it's not the company itself, just to reiterate, it's not the company itself, it's really the market, the Far Eastern market that's really impacting it just now with the fear of what could the government do further. But then again, there's a reason for everything. It's not a bad thing. Business as usual. Zap and Tiger are not losing the business. People are still using where they are just now. Maybe for Tiger, a bit of risk because it's stocks related, where the stocks and crypto related, maybe the Chinese market can be a bit sensitive about it. But for Zap Health Corporation, they're actually expanding. They want to build the next Peloton, as far as I know from the last I spoke. So it's going to be a difficult one to know when we're going to buy on the upside. Yep. Okay, I'm still holding KDA. Daipish holding KDA. Yeah. If you think KDA is something that hold, hold it. For me, that 50% was enough for me to exit my game. I've got taken profit, so I've exited. I've got into Ethereum. I'm just going to hold Ethereum. It's easy for me to sleep on, so that's where I'm coming from. No problem, Mujib. Time is where I am. But again, it's high risk. Yeah, I'm not saying that time is strong at 4,500. It could still drop to, I don't know, it still could drop. But I'm going to let it sit there for the next, I still got about, I think 15 days before I make my money back, before I can decide what to do next. Okay. I like that question. Do you always believe in the Santa rally? Not this year. Santa rally, I know that one of my favorite analysts, or one of my favorite fund manager, Tom Lee, who has been spot on 99% of the time, and is called for a Santa rally. He is expecting to break all-time high for S&P and Nasdaq as well. I don't think it'll happen this year, but then again, we still got 10 days left to Christmas. Anything could happen because we're hovering on that borderline. So if it breaks, if it becomes a Santa rally, I think it'll be a Santa rally for the oils, for the industrial, for the hotels, for the airlines. I don't think it'll be a Santa rally for the CrowdStrike. I don't think it'll be a Santa rally for Twilio or any of the tech stocks. So potentially it could be, but it's not going to be a Santa rally for my stocks. That's all I can say. My Nvidia, Coinbase, they're not going to. I don't think I'll see a Santa rally for that, but I'm still holding it anyway. So Santa rally is really, it's for the overall index to see S&P break its higher high, and to see Nasdaq potentially break its last all-time high, which is like only a few weeks ago. So it could be, but it's not going to be life-changing type Santa rally. That's all I can say. It's not the Santa rally we saw last year, or it's the January rally we saw in 2021. I don't think that will happen, but it's going to be rotation. Okay. I'm just gonna go down. Kerwin, which crypto would you put your savings into? Meaning, what would you play safe on Luna and Ethereum? Yeah. So the one that I think that's safe bet. Yeah. In times like that, I've never looked at Ethereum for quite a while. I've been always like, Ethereum's in the background. Ethereum's there, but it comes to a point where cryptos are dripping so badly, where I can feel the butterfly in my stomach, the emotion. And the first thing that I could think of, I even tweeted today, is the only crypto I can think of is Ethereum. It goes, anything goes wrong, look at Ethereum. So that's where I was looking. I was looking at Bitcoin, but I was looking more at Ethereum, because it's far safer. Luna, great at 55, great. Now, if Luna was 70 today, I wouldn't even speak about it. It's at 55, looks good, but it could dip to 50, 45. I think Luna community might think I'm crazy calling it for 45, but hey, anything can happen. So Ethereum, yes. Luna will be second, and a couple of like cheap ones like CRO and Polkadot, they're cheap as well. So, but Ethereum will be my number one defensive play, and I do like it. Paresh, which website is for Ice Phantom? How do you do it? Quick tour, please. This is going to be another 1 hour conversation. But Paresh, you have been one of a great community. Let me quickly go through it. Okay. First of all, is any of this liquid pool, it's really high risk. I've been very hesitant to speak on the Family Investor channel because it's really high risk, and A liquid pool could be a majority loss if you don't do it right. Okay, because you're putting two different tokens together, and if two of these different tokens drop, they drop even faster than a single token. So, but to answer Parish's question, I will share a screen, which is the Grim Finance. Okay, I like Grim Finance because of auto compounder. If you're talking about Phantom, if you're talking about ICE, it's on auto compounder, meaning that some folks will liquid pool and they'll take profit every 2 hours and auto compound. Like me, I actually put a timer for 3 different times of the day auto compound. I'm a bit crazy. I'm a bit obsessed. But for those starting out, I don't recommend. I rather you guys doing Grim Finance, which is a wallet. You need to have a MetaMask wallet. Okay. Oh, I don't know, where is it now? So before you know that, you need to transfer your coins or your Phantom or your USDC from your crypto.com, from your Binance, from your Coinbase to your MetaMask wallet. So there's something that you need to do first for your MetaMask wallet. So once you get in a MetaMask wallet, you're fine. You connect it up. Okay. So to answer Parish's question, Parish, Green Finance is the one to go. So the app is Green Finance. I'll just stick it there on the comment so you guys don't get don't go to the wrong one. So Green Finance, you type in ICE, and the one that I'm on just now is this ICE Phantom on Banshee. Okay, but remember, this is the one I think is very, very short term. I think this will only last maximum 3 to 7 days, and then you go down. But the ones that will stand the test of time is really the Popsicle one. This is the one that I was on. I was on this one for at least 2 weeks. It's 0.729% here. So when I'm finished farming this point, I'll take my liquid pool. I'll go back to this one on Popsicle Spooky Swap. But the ones I'm on just now is this one. But again, I shouldn't speak this on the Family Investor channel, but this is the one I'm on, 7.24% every single day. So I'm going to wake up tomorrow with 7.24% more. In fact, when I joined this morning, it was 9%, and now it's dropped 7%. So it could still be dropping. So Green Finance is the one. Go in there, click on it, connect your wallet. I don't have my wallet here just now because I got it on a different laptop, a more secure laptop. Connect it. You can just pledge maximum, and then you can just insert. But remember, I think with Green Finance, you get about 3% surcharge for deposit and 0.1% for exit. So they don't want you to be jumping in and out so quickly. So this is the website that I use. So hopefully that quick tour is useful. But the transfer to your wallet, it should be something that it can be done easily on from crypto.com. I believe you're in crypto.com over to your MetaMask wallet. Yep. Not to worry. Is it still falling? Literally tanking the session. I'm sure. I'm not influenced to that. Oh yes, 00LJ. Why you're answering? Yes. Background is from Alaska. No, it's a very good guess. Thanks for the information. No problem. Yes. I'll see who else is in the show. Hey friend, it's me again, asking about what have you done Blocktopedia. No, I've not done it yet. Everyone's catching me up on homework, is it? I'm not done Blocktopedia. Not yet. Let me just put it on my watch list. I don't know if you guys are watching my screen here. Blocktopedia. I was gonna see. Blocktopedia. It's already Blocktopedia 0.6 is dropped. Let me just check the market cap is 523. Liquidated fully is at 12 billion. Wow, we still got a long way to go. It's rank number 223. Trading volume. Let me just see. Deep dive on Blocktopedia. I'm just thinking whether it's a gaming type. Learn, earn, play, and create 4 pillars of Blocktopedia. Metaverse. So it's a metaverse related earning opportunity. Blocktopedia. This is interesting. Let me go and have a look on Blocktopedia. Anything in metaverse or gaming is something that I like. So I don't know if you guys. I cannot assume folks follow me. So for me in 2022, so I've basically set my grounds for cryptos in 2021. I bought in my sufficient L1s. I bought my sufficient farming type cryptos. I bought what I need for my core cryptos. Yeah. My next year in 2022, my goal is really to focus on gaming type cryptos. I'm focused on social media token type cryptos. Maybe not much NFTs, but these are the two that I really want to capture on, because I think game DeFi will be huge. Because look at Dogecoin, look at Flocky, look at Shiba Inu type coins. Why are they in the top 15? Why are dog coins in the top 15? Simple, because it's easier for anybody to go and buy. It's easy for somebody to relate because it's quite an attractive looking cute dog and everybody just FOMO into it. Why don't I see people FOMO into Luna? No. Why don't I see people FOMO into Polka Dot? No. But people wants to FOMO into dog stocks. Why? Because of its social aspects. So I think GameFi, I think one of the GameFi type related cryptos will be very bearish proof. Because end of the day, you'll be playing a video game that's related to some game DeFi that you have tokens that you use for the game. In a bear market, are you going to see those tokens really, really fall? Because end of the day, it's not going to stop a gamer playing their video game trying to earn on the market. Despite of the market crash, they'll still be making money in the game. It's not going to stop people playing the game if there's a crash. It's going to make people play even more to earn more money. So GameFi is one I'll be watching on, and I think this Blocktopedia, I've noticed Metaverse, I've noticed GameFi, it's caught my eye. And the second one is social tokens. So you see lots of football, lots of basketball companies is coming up with social tokens. Nike, Starbucks coming with social tokens. They're all trying to detach themselves away from Facebook, detach themselves from Google, detach away from YouTube. They want to have their own social tokens to understand, to hold data themselves on what the customers are buying, what the customers are drinking, how loyal the customers are by the amount of tokens they own. It's all decentralized. They're going down that route. So which one I'm choosing, I still don't know. I think 2022, it will be the year they're going to see more and more unveiled between our eyes. Look at Pepsi Cola. Pepsi is selling NFTs. Last week, yeah, seriously, Pepsi is selling NFTs. And what were they selling? Mics. NFTs of different mics. I don't have it here, but they're selling NFTs of mics. So something that I'm watching out for, social, and came something for next year. But this year is really me building the base for my farming, L1s, and all the major blue chip coins, the top 15, the top 20. So that's where I'll be watching. And Captain Chainsaw is just casino coin. I've not spoken about gambling. I don't know where it's gonna go. I saw like horse racing type. Casino coin might be interest if you're interested in gaming. Exactly. Again, there'll be loads of them come pumping up next year. Who's gonna be a real winner? I don't know. I really, really don't know. But it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be like Captain Chainsaw is right. It's gonna be anything that's gambling related. They will be up there first. Okay, they'll be up there, and then GameFi, because casino type casino gambling type, because the demographic of folks will be people like you and me. We've got the cash to go and burn to take the risk. Game DeFi will be more of the younger folks, under 25, under 18. They want to play to earn. Casino type will be there to make the millions, if not they get burned. But hey ho, that's where we are. Okay, that's me and hour up. I hope you enjoyed the last minute section. Apologies for missing out yesterday. I hope everybody will invest safe, stay safe. It's a wild market out there, but stay safe. It's a wild market out there, and don't be urged to jump in so quickly. But I see a very interesting question. I love answering questions. I see a very interesting question. Before I go, I want to answer this question. I'd love to hear thoughts on CRO token 2022. Will it break? Yes. I think you break 2022. I don't know when, but I think by the end of next year, you break 20. Why? Because CRO is only the beginning of the game. Okay, think about it. CRO, from memory, a CRO at about 75 cents, it is about a $20 billion company. Yeah. Okay, I can prove that to you. Okay, if you bear with me, this is the thesis that I was meant to do a video, but obviously I've been slacking. I can put my hand out. I've been very, very slacking. Alex has been very, very not good. Okay. Oh, apologies. Okay, so CRO is, let me just get this really quickly. Coinbase. Okay, let me just get my thesis right. Yeah, not Coinbase.com. Coins. Okay. Okay, ready? Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this bonanza? Okay. Crypto.com coin is a $13 billion market at 50 cents. Coin is at 251 is a $54 billion market. Okay, the difference is 13 billion to 54 billion. I'm talking about a couple of more multiples before they hit Coinbase. Are you telling me that Coinbase is bigger than Crypto.com? Not anymore. When Coinbase announced the earnings in last Q2, they told me that the institutional investors were pumping it up. I got all crazy. I went a lot into Coinbase. And then Q3 came along and I noticed the institutional investing dipped significantly. And I'm thinking, what's happening? But Crypto.com recently announced there are more institutional investors coming. In terms of retail versus retail, Crypto.com's got more. I've seen the fees gone up for Crypto.com. Coinbase, fees are still there. They're still developing. They're still trying to give you high interest of 5%. Crypto.com, you can make 12%. So more retails going in. Now, if for next quarter, if we see Crypto.com surpass the number of institutional investors coming into their body, including NFTs, which they're way ahead of Coinbase. Coinbase is still not NFT up. Crypto.com is selling NFTs like hotcakes. They're giving away, they're getting more and more market advertising on awareness. So I think it's undervalued if you compare the Coinbase, who has 54 billion, versus Crypto.com, who's at 13 billion. So if you're asking me, are they going to be $1? Are they going to be a $26 billion company? Hell yes. Very, very easy. But when? I don't know. It depends on how the crypto. Remember, as a stock itself, there's always an easy intrinsic value because you've got clear transparency on the revenue, profit, the margin, the gross margin that you have, the expenditure. Very, very easy. That's why we like to invest in IPO, because it's an intrinsic flaw. But for crypto type, they're not transparent on the revenue. We can see from charts on their smart contracts. We cannot see too much. But then again, at 13 billion, sometimes I would like to see they're equal like for like. Crypto.com will not go IPO, but I think there's still room to grow for Crypto.com. 13 billion, it is only the beginning. 26, that's just a starter for me. So I think Crypto.com will break 2. But early on, I shot the chart. I put my money on 1.5, just the middle ground, £1.50. So if anybody wants to buy Crypto.com on 50 cents, fine, fair enough, buy. Anybody wants to buy at 40, 45, then it's a good buy. It's not a problem because there's still so much upside. Okay, we've seen BNB exploded, and I expect to see Crypto.com explode as well. Okay, so this is me. And also, finally, like Daipish always said, please smash the like button before I go. And this is me for the day. And I hope you guys enjoy it. I'm going to go and look at the markets again as I go. But again, always follow me on Twitter. I don't know why. I just like to. For some reason, I'm always so active on Twitter. That's my handle at AlexGo on Twitter. If you see, I have got a new, what do you call it? I've got a new NFT. Have you seen my NFT, man? I've been buying NFT, not much, but that's my new NFT. And it's from the courtesy of Heroes NFT. I'll give them a shout out today. Heroes NFT, great. I got it from them. Heroes NFT, I just like what they've done with their NFT. So it's quite cheap as well. It's $100 you can go for NFT. It's really cheap. So you go Captain America. I just like pixelated NFT, and I thought like them about it. So a bit of shout out for them, and I'm the person that bought that. So this is me on NFT. And if you see me there, don't get confused if you don't see my face. But I want to be a bit more anonymous on Twitter. But this is where I'm very, very active on Twitter. So sorry, you guys didn't see me. Sorry, I'm talking blank air again. So sorry, this is what I'm talking about, my NFT here. I got it from a place called Heroes. That's what I'm saying up on Talis on the Luna protocol. So I thought I'd give them a shout out today. Okay, so follow me on Twitter handle. I spend more time on Twitter than I don't even go on Facebook no more. I don't even say hello to my friends on Facebook. Okay, so this is me, and I will definitely go check out Shane Ellis's theory after this, and I'll come back to you if I've got any findings. But thank you very much, Captain Change, and everybody, other family investors. Stay safe, invest safe. Again, no rush. It's going to be a long bear market, I think. When I say long, I'm talking about 10 to 12 weeks. Okay, take care. Hope to cover more soon in the near future. Bye-bye.